Alongside road buses and the tube, the black cab is synonymous with the image of London's iconic transportation system. However, when you step into the back of a taxi, you may experience something rare for this city, a conversation. Rarer still, you have that conversation with a woman. Of almost 23,000 black cab drivers in London, less than 2.5% of those are women. So who are they and why are there so few of them? We went to find out. Gemma has been a taxi driver for more than 2 decades. She is a single mom and raised her children on a job. For her, the flexibility of working on her own terms is taxi driving's main advantage.
I think if I'd chosen any other job to do, it wouldn't have given me the flexibility. You know, like to work your school hours and then come home and then get babysitted or maybe go back to work. And for me, it has been the job that has set my life up.
It is a similar story with Kerry, who started at the same time as Gemma at the same school in Islington. Her father was a taxi driver too.
Well, I got a divorce and I had 2 children and I just needed to go back to work, but I needed to work round the children. So my dad was a taxi driver and all I see when I was young that he used to play golf every day. And I used to think, that's a fantastic job. But obviously I couldn't do that. You know, I had children and things. I thought it was going to be this great big luxury lifestyle, you know. It's better than being in a job that's 9 to 5 and you've got to be somewhere and you've got a governor. You're completely your own boss. Do what you like, go where you like, finish when you like.
Linda prefers to do night shifts and has also been driving for more than 20 years.
When I moved to London and I wanted to learn all the streets in London, and I didn't know at the time to learn all the streets was the knowledge, but a friend of mine said to me that this job would suit me down to the ground. And she was right, because it's given me the freedom to do exactly what I want.
Being your own boss with flexible hours and making a decent living seems like the ideal job for many women, especially mothers. So why do we see so few of them? First of all, there is the knowledge. The notoriously difficult examination process that all London black cab drivers have to undertake before they are allowed on the roads. On average, it takes a want-to-be cabbie between 3 and 5 years to learn all of the London streets by heart and recite them on key. Then, and only then, will they let you behind the wheel of Hackney carriage.
So you put a pin in Paddington Station, put a pin in Liverpool Street Station, you've got a little bit of cotton and you had to write down every street that went underneath the cotton. And then you had to go out on your bike and you had to drive them streets, but looking at a map, you don't know if it's one way, no entry, whatever. You had to learn any places of interest. So pubs, clubs, churches, schools, everything. And then you went back and then you had to restart all the roads.
Everyone has heard that cabbies have a big brains. The UCL study from 2000 found that London taxi drivers develop a larger hippocampus than the average person as a result of the knowledge. Studies have also shown that traditional taxi drivers outperform modern-day equivalents that rely on satellite navigations to get you from the A to B.
I have someone in my taxi, they asked me for a street that I learnt 15 years ago and it just comes back. Not always, but most of the time. You know, if you talk to people each day, you learn something off of everyone, don't you? So when I do the chase on the telly with my husband, I answer all the questions.
As a result, many people start the knowledge and never finish. Gert Kretoff from the Knowledge Point School in Islington recommends that to learn the knowledge, you have to commit to it full time, something that most of us would struggle with.
We have a saying on the knowledge is that you don't fail the knowledge, you can only quit. And unfortunately, about at least 70% of people quit.
Now, I mean, I was lucky I didn't have kids when I did the knowledge, but then I did know women that did do like the knowledge when they had kids. It is time consuming, and I think for women, I think there is a lot more, it is harder to commit to something that you're not getting a result straight away. You've got nothing to put on the table and go, oh well, I earned this today, because no one else is going to be interested because it's just your journey of learning the roads.
Therefore, for women, especially mothers, the pursuit of becoming a cabbie might seem to be more hassle than it's worth. Possibly the biggest concern for many women wanting to become a taxi driver is London's safety. Despite this, the women on the job say that the idea that London is an unsafe place is a misconception.
I think if you don't come from London, a lot of people that come down on them trains for a day go, oh, how can you be a taxi driver in London? aren't you frightened? Have you got any weapons? Have you got anything, you know? But believe me, I never see a stabbing, I never see a crime, never.
London Taxi's very public battle with private hire companies seems to be taking its toll on both practicing taxi drivers and those wishing to take it up. The knowledge school is seeing less and less people come through its doors as taxi drivers have been forced to adapt and modernise.
But I think because of Uber, people are disheartened now, you know.
There's too much traffic. I've never known it be so bad as it is now, but then you've gone so many more private hire vehicles, so that's, you know, that's why it's all so gridlocked everywhere.
Despite this, these women are resilient and are steadfast in their belief that they are providing an essential, if underappreciated service to the people of London.
It's lovely, I love it. You pick up every walk of life, so yeah, every day is completely different. It is really fulfilling.